Ever wondered if your feline friend dislikes you? Well, cats, with their unique personalities and sometimes puzzling behaviors, can be a mystery to unravel. Understanding their behavior is vital, not just to strengthen your bond, but also to ensure their overall well-being. Today, we're about to embark on an enlightening journey, aiming to decode the enigmatic world of cats. In this video, we'll explore the 10 telltale signs that could possibly indicate your cat might not be your biggest fan. These signs range from avoiding eye contact and running away to excessive grooming and lack of appetite. But remember, cats are complex creatures, and these signs could be due to various factors. So it's essential not to jump to conclusions. Instead, use this knowledge as a guide to better understand your furry friend and to enhance your relationship with them. Stay tuned as we dive into these 10 signs. First sign, your cat avoids making eye contact with you. Now, this might seem a bit surprising to some, as we often associate eye contact with connection and understanding. But remember, cats are not humans, and their social cues can be quite different from ours. In the feline world, direct eye contact is often a sign of confrontation or dominance. So, a friendly cat might frequently make eye contact with its human, signaling trust and comfort. However, if your cat suddenly starts avoiding your gaze, it could be a sign that something's off. Perhaps they're feeling uncomfortable, or maybe they're upset with you. It's important to note that this doesn't necessarily mean your cat dislikes you. It could also mean they're feeling stressed or unwell. So, don't panic if your feline friend isn't looking you in the eye as often as usual. But do pay attention. So, if your cat seems to be avoiding your gaze, it might not be a good sign. Second sign, your cat often runs away from you. Cats are playful creatures, they love a good chase, and they will run around for fun. But if your feline friend is constantly running away from you, it's time to take note. This behavior could be more than just high spirits. Frequent running away is often a sign of fear or dislike. It could mean that your cat feels threatened or uncomfortable around you. It's not about you being a villain in your cat's eyes. It's about how your cat perceives its environment. Remember, cats are creatures of habit. They love routine and consistency. Any sudden changes in their environment can make them feel insecure and fearful. If your cat is always on the run, it might be trying to tell you something. It's your job to figure out what's causing this behavior and find ways to make your cat feel safe and loved. Third sign, your cat spends a lot of time hiding. Now, we all know that our feline friends love a good game of hide and seek. But did you know that their affinity for hidden spots might be more than just a playful quirk? When cats are afraid, uncomfortable, or stressed, they often seek refuge in secluded areas. This is a natural instinct, a way for them to feel safe and secure. If your cat is hiding more frequently than usual, or spending a significant amount of time tucked away in their favorite hiding spot, it may be trying to communicate something. It could be a sign that your cat is not comfortable in its environment, or worse, it might be expressing its dislike or mistrust towards you. So if your cat is always hiding, it's important to take notice. If your cat is always hiding, it could be more than just a game of hide and seek. Fourth sign, your cat frequently lowers its ears around you. Now, you might not know this, but a cat's ears are a fascinating conduit of their emotions. When a cat lowers its ears, it's often a sign of fear or aggression. It's like their little antenna, signaling that they're on high alert and not in a playful mood. But remember, context is key. Lowered ears could also mean they're simply focused on a sound. However, if their ears are frequently pinned back when you're around, it's a different story. This is a clear indication that your feline friend is uncomfortable or feeling threatened. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm not okay with this." So it's crucial to pay attention to these small but significant signals. So if your cat's ears are often down around you, it might not be all purrs and whiskers. Fifth sign, your cat's tail doesn't wag around you. Unlike dogs, cats use their tails to communicate a wide range of emotions. When a cat is happy or excited, it may wag or twitch its tail. A lively, moving tail can be a sign of a cat's contentment and love for its owner. However, if your cat's tail is often still when you're around, it could be indicating the opposite. A still tail can sometimes be a sign of indifference or even dislike. If you're noticing a lack of tail movement when you're around, it might be a sign that your cat is not feeling as affectionate or excited as it should be. Remember, Every cat is unique, and tail movements can vary from one feline to another. But the absence of a wagging tail, especially when it's typically active, could be a subtle sign of a problem. If your cat's tail is always still around you, it might not be feeling the love. Sixth sign, your cat doesn't show affection towards you. Cats have a unique language of love. They express their affection in a myriad of ways, such as rubbing their bodies or heads against you. This act, known as bunting, releases their personal scent onto you, marking you as part of their family. Purring is another sign of a cat's affection. It's a soothing sound that signifies their comfort and contentment in your presence. Cats also need a behavior that harks back to their kittenhood. When they press their paws in and out against a soft surface, it's their way of showing that they feel safe and loved. However, if your cat doesn't engage in these behaviors, it might be a sign that they're not feeling the love. If they're not rubbing against you, purring in your presence, or kneading on your lap, they might be subtly telling you that they're not happy. If your cat isn't showing any affection, it might be giving you the cold shoulder. Seventh sign, your cat is frequently aggressive towards you. Now, this is something we all need to approach with understanding. Aggression in cats can be a sign of many things, and one of them is discomfort or dislike. It's essential to remember that your furry friend isn't naturally a mean creature. So when they exhibit aggressive behavior, it's often their way of communicating their discomfort. Maybe they're feeling cornered or threatened, or perhaps there's an underlying health issue causing them pain. Aggression can manifest in various ways, from hissing and growling to swatting or even biting. It's crucial to avoid retaliating, as this might escalate the situation and potentially harm the bond between you two. Instead, try to identify the triggers and eliminate them, and if the aggression persists, consult a vet or a cat behaviorist. They can provide insight into why your cat might be acting this way. If your cat is often aggressive, it might not be your biggest fan. Eighth sign, your cat grooms excessively. Now, we all know cats are clean creatures. They spend a significant portion of their day grooming themselves. However, if you notice your cat is grooming even more than usual, it could be a sign of stress. Excessive grooming in cats is a kind of displacement behavior. It's their way of dealing with anxiety or discomfort. Essentially, when they're feeling stressed, they turn to grooming as a coping mechanism. It soothes them, much like how some of us might bite our nails or twirl our hair when we're nervous. But here's the catch. While it's normal for cats to groom, excessive grooming can lead to hair loss and skin irritation. It's a clear indication that something's not quite right. If you notice this behavior, it's important to address the underlying cause of the stress. So, if your cat is grooming non-stop, it might be feeling stressed. Ninth sign, your cat has a lack of appetite around you. A sudden change in your feline friend's eating habits can be a clear indication of distress or unease. Cats are creatures of routine, and their appetite rarely fluctuates without reason. If you notice that your cat is not eating as much as usual, or is avoiding meals entirely when you're present, it's worth paying attention. This change in appetite could be a sign of stress, discomfort, or even illness. It's crucial to keep a close eye on their eating habits. If your cat continues to avoid food, it's time to consult a professional. Remember, a lack of appetite is not always a sign of dislike or hatred towards you. Cats may also experience a decrease in appetite due to changes in their environment, or if they are feeling unwell. If your cat isn't eating much around you, it could be a sign of discomfort. 10th sign, your cat eliminates outside its litter box. Inappropriate elimination is not just a messy inconvenience, it may also be a clear sign of feline discontent. Cats are naturally clean creatures, so when they start to go outside their litter box, it's often a sign that something's wrong. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm not happy with something here." This could be a protest against changes in their environment, such as a new pet or a move to a new home. Or it could be their way of marking territory, a common instinctive behavior in cats. But sometimes it's a sign of a deeper issue. It could be a medical problem like a urinary tract infection or kidney disease, or it could be a sign of stress or anxiety. So, if your cat is making a mess outside its box, it might be trying to send you a message. So, these are the 10 signs that your cat might dislike you. We've taken a deep dive into each of these signs, starting from avoiding eye contact, running away, hiding, to lowering ears. We've also discussed how a tail not wagging, a lack of affection, aggressive behavior, excessive grooming, a loss of appetite, and inappropriate elimination could be signs your cat is not too fond of you. But it's essential to remember that these signs are not definitive proof that your cat dislikes you. Cats, like humans, have complex emotional lives, and their behavior can be influenced by a variety of factors. It could be that your cat is feeling unwell or stressed due to changes in its environment. Perhaps there's been a shift in your home, like a new pet or family member, or a change in your cat's routine. These can all lead to behavior changes in your cat. So if you notice any of these signs, it's always a good idea to consult with a veterinarian or a cat behaviorist to rule out any underlying health issues or stresses. In the end, understanding your cat's behavior is key to building a strong, loving relationship with your furry friend. So, take the time to observe and learn about your cat's unique personality, habits, and preferences. It's also important to remember that cats, like humans, need space and respect. They may not always want to be cuddled or played with, and that's okay. It doesn't mean they don't love you or enjoy your company. It's about finding a balance and creating a comfortable environment where your cat feels safe and loved. And if you're ever in doubt, remember that patience, understanding, and love go a long way in building a strong bond with your cat. Remember, every cat is unique, and understanding your cat's behavior can help you build a stronger bond with your furry friend.